Hey guys, Tim here from Property Management, and today I'm with Mark Edlund from Clarity Financial. Mark, we're hearing a lot in the market at the moment surrounding tenant rental relief, and want to sort of share some ideas for our sort of landlords on if landlords are suffering from hardship at the moment and some options they might be able to consider.
Yeah, thanks, Tim. Look, we're certainly dealing with a lot of inquiry from our landlords who are concerned about their current or their future capacity to meet their loan repayments during this current virus calamity that we're in the middle of. I suppose the conversations we have with our landlords and borrowers focuses on three main areas. And the first one is, first port of call is looking at the lender that they're currently with and seeing if we can either negotiate a cheaper interest rate to retain the business at that lender, or even switch to an alternate product within that bank. At the moment, some fixed rates are significantly cheaper than some of the variable rate options, and we're seeing clients saving upwards of $1,000 a month in repayment just by switching a product internally with their bank. The second option we look at is switching repayment types. A lot of investors at the moment are in a principal and interest repayment because the principal and interest rate that they're on is generally cheaper than an interest-only option. And it may sound a little bit counterintuitive, but to switch from a principal and interest loan or repayment to an interest-only repayment, again, there are savings in monthly outflows of over $1,000. So that strategy of switching into an interest or up into an interest-only repayment significantly reduces the financial burden on the borrower. So quite a few lenders are allowing that to happen quite easily, and it's just an internal switch. And again, if not, then we consider what are the options with other banks and other lenders. And there are certainly some pretty aggressive lenders out there at the moment offering $4,000 refinance rebates. So to get a couple of $1,000s into your pocket by switching banks, it's a pretty attractive incentive, and a lot of people are actually jumping onto it to help create that additional buffer. The third option, of course, and it's the one that's probably been spoken about the most in the media, is the loan deferral or the loan holiday or the repayment holiday that the banks are offering. And the important thing to remember here, if that's an option that people are considering, is that you're not getting out of the obligation of having to meet the repayments. Interest is still accumulating on that debt. You will still need to catch it up at some point in 6 months' time. And unless you are in genuine hardship, we're advising a lot of our clients to avoid going into that hardship arrangement. And our fear is some of the unintended consequences that may occur is that if in 7 or 8 months' time, you then maybe want to refinance to a cheaper rate, your bank may have put their rates up or lender have put their rates up, and you want to go to a more attractive product with a more attractive lender that's out there. If we've got a repayment hold of 6 months on your loan statements, it may actually impede your ability to switch or chase a better bank later on down the track. So we're saying to people who are applying for that hardship, be cautious, make sure you are in genuine hardship. Because if you're not, the banks will actually decline it anyway. So it's just something to be mindful of if considering that as an option.
Awesome. So it sounds like there's obviously a few options there that owners or landlords can definitely take into consideration. In terms of getting in contact with you guys, what's sort of the best way to do that? How are you guys currently working that situation?
Look, we're still operating. We're operating on a skeleton staff in the office whilst observing social distancing rules. And fortunately, a lot of the banks recently have totally opened up some of their broker requirements, allowing us to do video appointments with clients. So we're actually able to engage with clients and have documents signed digitally and getting through to a settlement without actually physically meeting them. So we're using this medium a lot more frequently and doing a lot of appointments via Zoom meetings. So the best way to contact us, get on the website, do an inquiry, or give us a call and someone will be able to help.
Perfect. Awesome. Look, Mark, thank you very much for your time. And look, anybody out there, get in touch with your property manager or, Mark's team today and sure they can look after you. Thanks very much, Mark.
Thanks, Tim.